Episodes is rated M by the SRB. Viewer discretion is advised.
Hewie! You saved me again!
So that's a revelation right there. Holy cow. So Riccardo is a clone of Fiona's father. But Fiona's father is no more because he killed him. So he's, I guess, essentially the original? I don't know. It does do with cloning, which is, you know, a good thing. I like cloning in storyline, but I have to say, just the twisted part of, like, he wants Fiona to, because of the Azoth, and to kind of give birth to him again. I don't know, the subject matter in this is just a little on the, let's just say, side. Anyway, we have Hewie. So if Hewie likes you, you will get this scene. And you will continue the game. If he doesn't like you, there will be another scene, which I will show off later at a different point in time, and the game will end. Quite interesting. Anyway, there's some notes over here. Let's check these out. Looks like a map of sorts. We have the tower sketch. And there's a memo here, a folded memo. Okay, well, let us take a look at the tower sketch, first of all. So this is our map. And let's see that folded memo. Fiona, are you well? Let me tell you about the location you are currently in. This place is known as the Water Tower. That cursed Riccardo has confined you in this tower. Disheartens me to say that there are no exits left in the water tower. However, not as all lost, for there is a way to create an exit. Somewhere in the basement lies an item known as the magnesium. After you attain it, you can use it to the top of the tower. That opens the path that connects the water tower to the House of Truth, where I reside. Also, avoid Riccardo at all costs. He is, for the lack of a better word, dangerous. Yeah, kind of, yeah. He's a little on the obsessive side also. Also, if I weren't only cursed with the useless fossil of a body, I would run to your aid. Also, fate hasn't given me that chance. I pray for your safety, Fiona. Lorenzo. Okie dokie. Seems that people are just obsessed with Fiona in this game. Anyway, let us find a way out of here. There's keys over there, and there's Hewie out there. Let's have Hewie get those keys.
Go, Hewie.
We got the prison keys.
There you are, boy. Hewie. Thank you, Hewie.
You gotta get some pets for that too.
Hewie.
Yeah, just because Fiona pet him in the cutscene doesn't actually mean it registered as an actual pet. So make sure you give Hewie a good
Come on.
round of applause for, you know, helping you out, definitely. Over here, we get ourselves a bronze statuette. Or a bronze statue figurine? A figurine of statue, anyway. Got some beef jerky. And we have this, which is the subcranium container. May the Wise says, here of all, show the testament of proof of the wounded, and thusly receive the deserved compensation. What does it do? Well, we have some stuff we don't really need, like the crack plates and the herbal uniform, and even the bronze thing, statue, figurine. We don't really need it. We can actually use it in this machine. So let's use the cracked one, use it. We can refine it into items. It's changing, it's transforming. It turns into an item we can use. So let's use the other one. And we got some more magnesia. And we don't really need the herbal perfume, so let's use it. Got some of that. And I don't think we really need the bronze figurine because it's not really used for anything other than just taking up inventory space. So we can't actually use it. Okay, don't get rid of the Godstone. We need that for something else coming up. Alright, afterwards, let's go out the door. Let's not go that way just yet. Go down here. Try this door. And it is locked.
Hewie.
Alright, make sure Huey's with us, and let us proceed.
Fiona! Damn you, you useless mutt! Ah, the formula is working then. It works directly on the eyes. You can't see me, can you? You are mine. I own you. You are mine. I own you.
So yes, what makes Riccardo even worse is now we can't see him. We're gonna get this. We can't see him, but Hewie can. So, just make sure that Hewie attacks him every once in a while. We also need this, if we can actually get it. It's a silver disc. He's gonna definitely have... Am I gonna scream? Yeah, of course I am. Oh. I also want to point out that if you do die, you have to go back to the forest. But apparently Riccardo... I'm still going to call him Riccardo, even though we do know that he is her father, or a clone of her father. Is essentially Riccardo, and I want to call him that. So this part's kind of crazy. Mainly due to the fact that Riccardo likes to just pop in every once in a while. He, like, causes a stir, and then he just buggers off. And I don't know exactly why. We also have to get rid of some of these pipes. Got the woodland figurine. Another item that really doesn't do anything, but... Now this pipe here, if we actually crack it open, there's just bugs. And you know, Fiona's view on bugs. And this just loops over to here. So I'm down there because we need to get...
Hewie.
Hewie?
Hewie.
We need to get the silver disc that we got from here. That's important. That's a very important item.
Hewie.
Because the note we got said that there is something down in the basement that we needed for the top floor. And now we need to go to the top floor. But first, let us go in this alchemy hole that we actually do. And we actually have unlocked costumes, because we actually have changed our costume. So we're no longer in our fancy, weird dress that we had on. We're in, like, just rags. Or, as the game would call it, under the scalpel outfit. But let's change back to our castle uniform, I guess. That's what they would mention. But it's a little different because our hair is still down and we're still barefoot. So it's not completely our castle uniform because we would have boots on and our hair would actually be in a ponytail. So it's slightly different. And if you did want to actually transfer or just be in the scalpel uniform, under the scalpel uniform, you can actually go to that one. Again, but I want to be in my normal one. You right there, Hewie? Should I give you some pets?
Boy.
Alright, let's do it.
Hewie.
Alright, so we are definitely going to need some items, because this part coming up... Oh boy. And do remember, if you do get game over, you will have to start back to that sundial in the forest. So, if you have to use items, definitely use some items. So, you're going to definitely use ones to restore stamina and panic. And you're going to also have to probably use ones to restore Hewie's stamina. So beef jerky and chicken jerky are definitely going to be a thing. I don't want him to be angry at me, so... We can also use other things to kind of go with, which I could use, but again, I'd rather just use Hewie. But now comes the arduous task of climbing the tower. But first, let us actually get a drink of water. Which recovers our recovers our status. There's a clock here, luckily, before we go in there, because if we didn't, oh my god, it would be really, really, really just painful. And here we can actually see the path is collapsed. So we're on top of the lake. So that tower we saw in the distance in the lake, we're there. So this is where we are. So let us save. Task ahead is definitely going to draw a lot of people's patience. Yes. And let us go. Let's go up the tower.